Materialism and hedonism leads to suicide. I got this written down somewhere, guys. Materialism and hedonism lead to suicide, guys. Materialism and hedonism lead to suicide, guys. As a young man or woman or whatever you are, you're probably going to be lost in life. You're probably going to be like very thinking about things a lot. You're probably going to be wondering what to do with your life and where to go and etc. And typically a lot of us human beings, we go down the wrong path of materialism, of hedonism. We wrongfully think that chasing like all these materialistic things like money, cars, women, etc. and stuff, and like hedonism as well, pleasure, like sexual pleasure and like drugs and all that type of stuff, we think that these types of things, they're going to fucking make us super duper happy and we're going to be so giddy inside and we're going to be fucking amazing and we're going to feel so well and well off and etc. But the actual reality, guys, is that these types of things, materialism and hedonism, guys, these types of things, they're going to fucking lead you off a cliff, guys. You're going to be falling to your own doom, guys. You know, all the materialism, hedonism, that is like a horrible combination of materialism, hedonism. What do these words mean? It should be on the screen. But materialism and hedonism, guys. Materialism, basically, you're only concerned about material things in the material world, materialistic goods and items, etc. Hedonism is also very much related to all of this. Hedonism, basically, you only care about like fucking chasing like very like animalistic urges and pleasure and stuff like that, things that are very primitive in nature, like you want to have you want to bang a lot of chicks or something similar, very hedonism. That's what hedonism is, chasing like very like temporary forms of pleasure. Guys, materialism and hedonism leads to suicide. Again, as a young man, you're probably very lost. You're not very like determined. You don't know what direction to take. You're pretty much fucking, what the fuck do I do with my life? So many people are like this. What the fuck do I do with my life? I'm now a grown adult. I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. I'm fucking, where do I go from point A to point B, or do I go from point A to point D or C or E? You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You're fucking lost. You feel like time is running out, guys. This video is gonna help you out, guys. Materialism and hedonism leads to suicide. Okay, you might not know what to do, but I'm just gonna help you out and try and make sure you don't do the bad things, the wrong things. You don't know what to do, but you should, by the end of this video, you should know what not to do, like not to go down the path of materialism, hedonism. Because if materialism and hedonism, guys, that leads to fucking suicide. Fucking hell, man. There are so many people on this planet that fucking off themselves, guys. They fucking do a lot of drugs, bang a lot of women. They fucking get fed up with it and they fucking kill themselves, guys. Materialism and hedonism, guys. There's like countless people that'll tell you that having a lot of money, that doesn't really do anything for you that much on the inside. There's so many people that say that they get like all these like rich, expensive things, cars, mansions, whatever you want to call it, and they just feel they still feel fucking empty, guys. Man, it's so fucking insane. Now, if you're pretty much fucking going down this path of like materialism and hedonism, obviously fair enough, you can do that. I'm not going to tell you that it's fucking bad. Fair enough, if you want to go down that specific path of materialism, hedonism, do a lot of drugs, fuck a lot of women, buy big fat houses and cars, expensive cars, and Lamborghinis. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. But I don't know, you might still feel empty and stuff. I don't know. If that's all you're after, you're gonna be pretty fucking sad, guys. There's other things that you need to consider, like spirituality, like your mental health, improving that, becoming more grateful for what you already have, and all that type of stuff. Not just like fucking endlessly chasing like fucking materialistic things like cars, money, women, all these types of things. It's like chasing it's like a dog chasing its own tail. It's fucking endlessly pointless. You're never gonna find any type of real fulfillment through that type of path. And in life, guys, there's so many fucking ways to go, so many different like fucking paths. It's so confusing, guys, kind of overwhelming as well, guys, that you can go down so many different roads, but you gotta be very, very, very fucking careful, guys. There are some certain roads that you can go down that might fuck your life up very badly, guys. That might end up with you like becoming so like crippled as a man or a woman that you literally consider suicide, guys. Your mental health, guys, obviously that should take priority over anything else in your life. But your mental health, the thing inside of your head, your brain, that's what you need to take care of, guys. Make sure you have like a good diet. That's actually, a lot of people underestimate like the influence that your diet has on your like your psychology, your brain chemistry, which makes it's kind of intuitively that makes sense, because the food that you eat, it gets broken down molecularly and stuff like that, and then goes into your stomach, and then your stomach starts to like send those types of like the content of your food into the rest of your body, including the brain. And if you're eating shit food, you're gonna fucking muddy up your brain, and your brain's not gonna be optimally, it's not gonna function properly, and etc. and stuff. I don't want to get into that, but you know, materialism and hedonism leads to suicide, guys. So many people, they'll tell you that they got a lot of money, cars, women, they get the big houses and whatever, and they should be well off, but a lot of people will tell you that this just does nothing for you. Really, actually, a lot of people, they feel empty and like they still feel like life is meaningless, guys. Really, that's because if all you're after is like these materialistic things, guys, money, women, cars, other forms of like hedonism and materialism, these types of things, once you get them, you're gonna realize it doesn't really mean a lot. Obviously, maybe perhaps having a Lamborghini, that might be badass, that might be fucking cool in the moment, but it's just gonna become mundane inevitably. That's fucking, you gotta like, there's other like things that you need to chase as well, like making sure you got good mental health, spirituality, meditating, becoming more at peace with yourself and the world around you, guys. Not just getting fucking concerned with like materialism and fucking chasing materialistic things. Materialism, guys, it's gotta fucking throw materialism and hedonism. That is like a fucking deadly combo, guys. That's gotta fucking mess up your mental health, guys. So many young guys, they fucking off themselves, man, because they go down this horrible path. Obviously, it's your own free will. And guys, I always tell you guys to respect other people's free will. Even if like if someone's like fucking badly, if someone's fucking up their own life, they're making all the horrible decisions, guys. They're doing a lot of drugs and alcohol, and they're banging a lot of women. If that's their free will, that's their choice, guys. Always respect people's free will, guys. Doesn't matter what they do, respect their free will. If someone wants to drink a lot of alcohol and fucking ruin his health, let them do it. If someone wants to consume a lot of drugs and fuck up their mental health and stuff, and maybe potentially die, because sometimes like drugs can become very, very lethal, guys. A lot of you probably don't know anything about this, do you, guys? You need to actually be very, very, very careful, guys. That when you do any type of drugs, you do it in like such a cautious way. You look into like, you go online and do your research and stuff like that. Even like weed can potentially, there's like something you might suffer like a lot of brain damage from weed as well, guys. A lot of drugs can potentially cause brain damage and other types of issues, including mortality. You might actually fucking die, guys. That's up to you to figure out for yourself, though, I guess. And guys, free will and stuff like that. But you know, there's so many different, as a young person, it's quite sad, guys. So many young guys, they fuck their lives up deliberately, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. That all they care about is materialism, hedonism, so they chase money, women, cars. And they do drugs and alcohol and drink a lot of alcohol, and they badly fuck up their lives, and they're so fucking, they don't, and they feel like shit, and they don't know why. It's kind of stupid, guys. Then what should I chase then? If materialism, hedonism is horrible, what should I chase, guys? Really, that's the issue is that you should not be chasing anything. You should just become kind of like more at peace with yourself. You don't really need anything, guys. Once you actually start to realize this, guys, it's gonna blow your mind. There's nothing in this world that can actually truly make you happy. The only thing that's actually something that you gotta actually carefully contemplate on. There's nothing in this world that can actually bring you any like complete, like, overwhelming feelings of happiness. Obviously, if you get a brand new Lamborghini, you're gonna like, that's gonna do something. You're gonna feel like that pleasure, but it's all gonna wear off, and you're gonna become like bored of the Lamborghini. This is something that you need to actually understand. Chasing that whole like concept of that you need to get stuff, it's actually fucked up. It's actually wrong. You don't really need too much to be like happy, guys. Happiness is something that's on the inside. It's not. You can't get happiness on the outside. In this world, is the happiness, that fulfillment, it only comes from the inside, from within, guys. So instead of chasing things outside, in the outside world, you need to like look within yourself and become more at peace, become more grateful, improve your mental health and stuff like that. Start to meditate, contemplate. That's what actually makes you happy and fulfilled and content. Not chasing like money, cars, women, all these types of things. It becomes meaningless, guys. There's countless people that'll tell you that they get all the money, cars, women, and it just doesn't do anything. It becomes meaningless, guys. That's the whole, like, that's the big fat issue, guys. We're all like chasing things from the outside. We're not looking on the inside, guys. That's where the real happiness is and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't look for things in this world. You look on the inside. You look at your own soul and stuff, and that's how you become more happy and content and grateful, guys. There's literally nothing, guys, in this world that's actually going to give you any type of meaningful fulfillment, guys. Once you actually understand that, guys, it's quite mind-blowing. Obviously, if you get a new Lambo, if you get a new like fucking Bugatti car, it's gonna do. You're gonna feel great about yourself. And I'm not saying you should chase materialistic things like that. I'm not saying that it's bad to want to have like a Lamborghini or something, or to fuck a lot of women. I want to do that as well. Maybe I might get a Lamborghini someday soon. But I know, guys, that not all of these types of things, they're just like fucking. They're not gonna actually provide any real type of fulfillment, guys. You need to look on the inside. You have to look at your own soul. That's where the real fulfillment and happiness comes from, guys. You don't chase things on the outside. You look at yourself, your own soul, and that's where you get the meaning and the happiness from. There's nothing in this world, guys, that's going to bring you anything like that, guys. If you want to feel happy, truly happy, fulfilled, content, you look at your own soul. That's where you're going to feel that type of fulfillment and happiness from, guys. Not by chasing cars, women, all that tough stuff. All that becomes meaningless, guys. So many billionaires will tell you that. Anyway, this video is about to end, guys. Materialism and hedonism leads to suicide. That's about it, guys.